No be nonsense. So I cook am. It's sweet, but salt nine dey am.
And get me a glass of juice.
Hot or cold?
Microwaved.
If na my papa now.
Big fool.
No,
Big fool.
no be lie o. Na my papa.
Mental Case is the title of the movie I'm reviewing today, and this movie is produced by Precious Kadiri, executive produced by Ruth Kadiri, and the director of this movie is Agbana Richard. Quick recap of this movie is three brothers named Silas, Dave, and Chuka live together. Now, two of these brothers, that is Dave and Chuka, work for their father. Silas, on the other hand, work for his brothers in the house as a servant. On one fine day, their father called Chief Duncan, visited them, and alerted the sons that whoever gets this contract that he has been pursuing for a while gets the company as inheritance. Silas heard everything from his father but was unable to participate due to his mental illness. Silas always visits Lilian in her shop. This is where Silas buys his food items. Now, Lilian, on the other hand, was also looking for another job in addition to what she does to support her mother's health. Lilian got an interview with a man called Mr. Williams, which she attended that interview but failed to get the job because Mr. Williams was not pleased with her CV. Mr. Williams, on his way out, had a problem with his car. Silas helped him out, and Mr. Williams apologized to Lilian, but that did not guarantee her the job. And because of this, Silas decided to help her out to secure a job in their house as a cook. Once Lilian was in the house, she realized that the two brothers, Dave and Chuka, always maltreat Silas. Silas revealed to her that he is Chief Duncan's son, and those two guys are his brothers. Well, Lilian did not believe it, but later on believed. Silas also revealed to Lilian that the reason why Dave and Chuka are always fighting is because their father promised them that anyone who gets the contract that they have been pursuing for a while gets the company as inheritance. So because of this, Lilian became very interested in Silas as helping him to get that same contract by boosting his confidence, encouraging him, inspiring him. Went to his two brothers and told them that look, he wants to work in his father's company. His two brothers laughed at him and brushed him off. Mr. Williams, who happens to be the one who will be offering the huge contract to Chief Duncan and his sons, visited them in the house and wanted to be acquainted and get familiar with the family that he will be investing into. Unto his surprise, he met Silas in the same house, questioned why he was in the house, and Silas revealed to him that this is his house and Chief Duncan is his father. Mr. Williams really decided to give the contract to Silas solely because of how Silas has been very good and kind to him all this while. He also went ahead to offer Silas a very paying good job that came with a car and a house. Chief Duncan then visited his other two sons, Dave and Chuka, gave them a serious warning, told them that he was really disappointed in them and they needed to pay up all the money they misused in pursuing a contract and they were not able to get. Chief Duncan then visited his last son Silas to apologize and plead for all the mistreatment he has been given to him and that he now knows better to treat all his sons or all his children equally. Silas then visited Lilian, promised to take care of her mother's health expenses, also promised to take care of her education more, and also asked her to be his girlfriend indirectly by just saying you are beautiful. So guys, that's the recap of this movie called Mental Case. What I like about this movie, I'll start with the lesson and the story of this movie. The lesson is pretty clear. Everybody is important. Nobody is useless in this life. Even the bad people or the most useless person that you think can also be used as an example in a bad way or in a good way. So nobody is useless in that sense. So that's what this movie tried to let us know. Another thing I love about this movie is the performances, the acting and directing all together. Performances. Silas was the main character of this movie. He is the reason for the title of the movie. Silas was played by Stephen Flashboy. This guy is talented. He's very good when it comes to acting comedy movies. He's really good. He's also very versatile. I've seen him act all kinds of roles. There's no character this guy hasn't acted, and he's really good. So this role was a challenging role. The way he acted as a mental patient and acting so dumb in this movie, switching from thinking straight and not thinking straight. Look, the guy is talented. He did super well. And another character that I appreciate is Francis, that's Lilian. I really do not enjoy Lilian's movie so much. I don't know why. I just don't connect with her roles in movies so much. But I think in this movie, I kind of connect with her. The way she delivered her role very well. I don't know, there was something just special about her in this role that she played. So I really appreciated her role in this movie. Aside that, every other character did their role as they were supposed to. But the two main characters, that's Silas and Lilian, I think they stood out for me. Directing was okay in this movie. And lastly, the casting of this movie. I think for the casting, what I can say is that Stephen delivered his role, and I could not picture any other actor delivering this role as Stephen Flashboy did. So kudos to him. Then we talk about location and cinematography. I think cinematography was pretty okay. There was nothing special about it. Colors were okay, not too bright, not too dark. It was pretty okay. The YouTube standard movie cinematography, that was okay. Location, I think for the houses, we've seen these houses in movies before, so I'm not going to talk about the houses. Outside shots were pretty cool. Last met Mr. Williams at the mall. That shot was cool, and also where his car was spoiled. The outside shots were pretty cool, as well as the shop that Lilian works in. That was also cool. So the locations were not great, but they were okay. Another thing that I like is the costume of everyone on set. The costume was pretty okay as well, and I love the fact that Silas was not dressed as a mad person, like literally like a mad person in this movie. You won't know that he wasn't okay until he starts talking. So I think the way he was presented in the movie was pretty cool. And also I love Chief Duncan's costume, like someone who has a chieftaincy title, and he dressed pretty cool. I love his dressing. I think him and Silas costume are the one I really love. The other ones were pretty basic as well. Last but not the least thing that I love about this movie is Lilian's mother is the father. We didn't see Lilian's mother in this movie. We heard her speaking on the phone with Lilian. But what I love about the movie is the fact that they credited her. When you look at the cast at the end of the movie, her name was written there. Why? Because we heard her voice. So it's not as if the voice of Lilian's mother is an AI, it's an actual human being that was behind the phone. So I really appreciate and I really love that, Lilian's mother was named in the cast. So that was pretty cool. I mean, so that means if other movies we hear people talk behind the phone, we should see their names in the cast, because they are an actual character, not an AI or fake generated voice from the computer or something. So that is one thing I really took notice of, and I love that a lot. So yes, those are the things I love about this movie. Now, what I do not like about this movie, I'll start with Chukai's character. This guy is a great character. I've seen him in a movie with Maurice Sam, and he was my best character in that movie. I think I've done a review on that movie as well. He was very great in that movie. But here in this movie, he wasn't in charge, even as a first son in the family. It was Dave that was in charge of his character. I don't know, but he wasn't in total control of this character. He didn't embody the role that he was playing in this character for me. So I wasn't really feeling his role. I was rather feeling Dave's role than him, because Vic Vitalis is a very good character. He knows how to, in this movie he wasn't in control of his character for me. So he was one character I did not like. Another thing that I didn't like about this movie is the scene where Silas was helping Mr. Williams out when his car got stuck. That scene was really bad. We didn't even see how Silas got to solve the car problem for Mr. Williams. When somebody is facing something, we know that he's facing something. This time around, we didn't really get a feel of him fixing the car for William. If you watch closely, it was just done poorly, and I really did not appreciate how that scene was so rushed and poorly directed. I didn't enjoy that. Another thing I didn't like about this movie is the provision store scenes. The provision store, it looks like a warehouse or a storehouse that they converted into a shop. I don't know, maybe I'm just exaggerating, or I'm not looking at it from a point of a shop, but I just look at it as this is like a house in one of the compounds that they are in, and they just have their own provisions in there, and they just converted it to a shop. It didn't look like a shop. That's what I'm trying to say. I was just looking at it as a storehouse in an apartment. So that's one thing that I wasn't really, I wasn't a fan of that. Last two things that I didn't like about this movie is the same provision store. The two people who came in to buy things, it was as if they were scared of acting in the movie, or they were scared of their scene. They were not really in character. They were just laid back. They were not just in tune in acting in what they were supposed to do in those scenes. So I wasn't feeling their vibe. Lastly but not the least is Chief Duncan asking his two sons to pay back the money they used in trying to pursue the contract for the company. Why was that line necessary? Asking them to pay the money back. I don't understand. They work for the company. You're going to pay them, all right. That script or that line was just not really necessary. That's all I'm trying to say. And I wasn't feeling it. Why I must pay the money that I was lost. It's not as if I stole it. You gave it to me willingly. Anyways. So yeah, guys, those are the things I did not enjoy about this movie. Those are the things I didn't feel about this movie. Every other thing was pretty much cool. So on that note, guys, I'm rating this movie a 5/10. One scene that Ruth Kadiri appeared in, where Silas and Ruth Kadiri kind of interact with each other on set, was pretty cool for me. These two are not strangers. They've been acting together for a while in other movies, and they always play so good, especially in comedy movies. So seeing Ruth and Steven together in just one scene. Ruth appeared in this movie once. Really, her character is so strong in that scene, so I really appreciate her for that. And I appreciate Steven Flashboy for acting this movie. Mental case. I couldn't have imagined anyone playing this role as he did. He nailed the role. That was a very versatile role to hold on to. So guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate you all for all the support. And you know what, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, leave your comment. Sometimes when I watch the movies on YouTube and I go to comment and I don't see any important comment or any comments that is relating to the movie that they've watched, I just feel disappointed that all those comments is not related to the movie. Why is so disappointing? Like, say something about the movie you have watched, say something about the characters you have watched, you know. So that's why my reviews on this movie is so exciting and so entertaining for me, because I don't get to read people's comments or people's thoughts about the movies they watch on YouTube. So reviews are so close and dear to my heart, and I really enjoy and appreciate doing it. And I also appreciate you all for watching, subscribing and liking all my content or all my reviews on these movies. So guys, do well to subscribe, like, give this video a thumbs up, recommend movies you think I should review on this channel, and I will gladly do so. And on that note guys, I'll see you all in my next movie review.